after high school, I was looking for a place to live in, and Linet offered it. Remember, we weren't friends, but she opened her doors to me, and that is where our friendship began. That was in 2016. We became friends. We did a lot of things. We made bad decisions together. We made great choices together. We stayed for a whole week. The whole of that week, we laughed. We told stories until 3 a.m. in the morning. And on the last day that we spoke, she called me and she asked me, Frida, what do you want for your birthday? I didn't know what I wanted. So I told her, I will call you back to tell you once I know. And then a client walked in and she told me, Frida, I'm going to call you back. My friend never called me back. I miss her every day. I waited for that call to come through. Before her passing 2 weeks prior, she found this beautiful house. She sent me and she told me, Frida, I want us to buy a land together. And we are going to subdivide it. And then we are going to build a house next to each other. And then we are going to grow all together, teaching our kids the ways of the Lord. And I told her, yes, please, let's do that. So we were looking for a land. We were so specific on where we wanted it. This is what I would like to say to my friend. Linet, my best friend, my confidant, my prayer partner, my shopping buddy. I have loved you in this life and even in death. I am grateful to God for your life and the time we have spent together. I will surely miss you, my friend. The long, endless calls, the heart-to-heart conversations, the life updates, pictures of your outfits, the video calls, the life advice, and mostly your laughter. I don't know where from here, Linet. However, I pray God will heal us from the pain of losing you. To be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord. We will meet again, my friend. Goodbye for now. I love you so much,
Seeing me for the first time, or you have seen me behind the silent vlogs, yes, this is Frida, and today I want to start a new series. So I'm starting a new series where I'm going to be sewing, learning how to sew. I don't know how to sew yet, learning how to sew as we yap. Okay, I'm going to be yapping, I'm going to be taking you through this journey. So prior to this, I have never stepped on a prior to last week, not prior to this when I'm recording, prior to last week, I've never ever used a sewing machine. I did not even know what goes on apart from, seeing people use the sewing machine, but that's about it. In 2019, I wanted to go to a sewing school, but for some reason I just kept pushing it forward until now. When I was turning 29 years, I will be turning 29 years in 2 days, so happy birthday to me. And I thought, what am I going to do for myself for this birthday when I'm turning 29? And I thought, how about a sewing machine? So I went, I bought a sewing machine. I had absolutely no idea how these machines work. And so even when we were buying, you can see from the vlog, one of the vlogs, when I think, yes, in one of the vlogs, you can see how I went buying this machine. With the help of my teacher, I was able to get this machine. So I remember when they lifted the machine, so down here there's oil. I did not know this. I thought because they use electricity, they don't use oil. Again, don't judge me, don't come for me. So I did not know. I remember asking the guys that were setting it up, like, why does it have water? They laughed. I was so embarrassed to learn that that was actually oil. Anyway, so I got home. I had to stay with it for a whole week because I did not know again how to operate this thing, and I had to wait until my teacher was available for her to come and teach me. So I did not do anything with it for the first week, but last week I started sewing, and I want to share with you the journey. Okay, I want to share with you the journey. So these are my projects. We're already at projects, and I want when my teacher started teaching me, she started teaching me the straight stitch and how to back stitch as well. I want to show you the first one because it was so chaotic. So this was my first this is where I started learning. You can see from this end to this end, because this one is just ridiculous. You can see this first one. It is so bad, but it was something, right? We were just starting. So that is to tell you that I was an absolute beginner. Why do I keep on saying believer? FYI, I am a believer of the Lord Jesus Christ, but I don't know why that keeps popping into my mind when I'm saying beginner. So I was an absolute beginner. This is where we started, and you can see as we went along, it got better. As we went along, it kept getting, I don't know if that's better, but to me, I was really doing great. All right, so that was the first one. And then I think this is where we really tried, because okay, when I say we, is because when I'm taught, I also teach my husband, so we are learning together. So that is, I think he did some and I did some as well. So you can see we were doing a really good job, right? They're so straight. I was so amazed. The reason why we're not going to the end, the teacher had asked me not to go to the end yet. So yeah, that's why they end around there. Okay, but I think this was pretty cool for someone who was just starting. I think that was so nice. And then we moved from there, and then we started learning seams, right? Different types of seam. So I can share some that I learned and I made. So this one is called a French seam. Okay, I wrote them down because trust me, I cannot remember for the life of me what that is. But I saw another person use a different method. It's like a trick to make the French seam, which I thought was a bit easier than this. So I'm going to be going over to TikTok and look at it again, and that is what I'm going to be using because it was quite easy. Okay, so these are French seam, and then I had, this is called straight hemming. So this one she did not teach me. What she did, she left some of her work from when she was being taught, like this one, and then what I would do is I would unravel it a little bit, and then I would figure it out, and then I would do what I thought. So I made sure that I'm not looking on the internet on how to make these seams, that I can look at something with my eyes and replicate that. So that is what I was going for. I did not go to check on anything. So she left this as homework, and I think I did a pretty good job. So this one was straight seam. This one is no straight hemming. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. I think I did well. I think I did well. I think I did well. So, and then we have this is seam allowance, and this is my husband's. It's labeled with his name because we're not mixing work here. We're not going to take credit for someone else's work. So we make sure to he makes sure to write his name on what he has done. And I think he's also learning, he's also coming up well. Don't mind the markings. We were using a biro pen. We were still learning, right? And I say don't mind this room. We use it as storage. We use it as laundry room, so hence there's a lot that is going on at the back, but focus here, okay? Focus on what's important. So this is another seam. This one is called, let me see. Oh, this one is my husband's too because it is not labeled. That one I know for sure. I know this one is his. So let me find mine so that I can tell you what it's called because I labeled it. So this is called an edge stitch. Edge stitch seam. That's what I wrote. And then so this one is for when you don't want your ends to be flared like these and you don't have an overlock. So, or is it called a serger? I don't know. I will still know as we go on. Okay, so this is an edge seam. I think I did pretty well. A tap on my back for doing a good job. If you don't celebrate yourself, don't wait for anybody to come and celebrate you. So start by tapping yourself on the back for the good work that you're doing. And for an absolute beginner, I'm telling you this was on day 2. Day 2 we did seam. So day 1 we did back stitch and straight stitch, and then on day 2 we did seaming, and this one was on day 2 of an absolute beginner, so I did pretty well. Anyway, this is called piped seam, and that's how it looks. I wish I'd used a different fabric or color so that you can see it for those that have never done this, so that you can get a hang of it. But that's how it looks. That's how it looks. Okay, and then we did, oh, this is my seam allowance. This is my seam allowance, and this is how it looks. This is how it looks on the other side. Pretty good, right? Yes, yes, yes. And then, oh, there are so many. We have this one. This one is called double stitch. It is normally used on jeans, and I did a good job, guys. I really did. Ha! Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yes, I did a good job. That was all me. That was all me, guys. I don't know if that was it, but I think there's another one that I did not see. On day 3, I was taught how to cut fabric and how to take measurement. So we started by creating a skirt, a straight skirt for a child. So we took measurements. I had shared the progress on one of my vlogs. We took measurements, and then she left us to figure it out and to put it together. So yesterday, because she did not come to the house, but first of all, before I even go there, let me show you. This is us making the darts, and I think they're pretty good. I think they're so good. And also we put the skirt together, and that's how, I don't know if you can see, that's how the skirt will look. I think that's really, really, really good for beginners. Again, this was on day 3, guys. This was on day 3 of learning how to sew. So yesterday, being day 4, I went to her shop because she did not come to my house, and she was teaching me how to now put a band on the skirt and a zipper. Okay, so when I bought the zippers, I did not buy are they called seamless? Are they the ones that you don't see? Or is it invincible? Invisible? I don't even know, but one of those. Yeah, I did not buy that, so I bought this one. And so she taught me when I went to her shop. We mostly did talk a lot. It was mostly yapping, and I'm hoping that I did see, because I'm a visual learner. I learn by seeing. So she did all this. I was just watching again because her machine was too fast, and as I said, or I haven't said, I don't like driving. I'm scared of driving. Yes, I know how to, but not as good. And so when the first day when she asked me to stop when I was sewing on the machine and I'm stepping on the pedal, I thought I'm going to stop it as I would stop a car, like the way you step on the brakes to stop the car. And so instead of stopping, the machine kept going. And I was so scared. I was like, oh no, you mean this is like driving? So I was worried that I would not like it because of my driving experience. But I did like it. I'm getting a hang of it. So her machine was quite fast, which I did not like. So she had to do all this. She had to show me how to do it, and she did it on this card. So this was one of my skirts. Now I'm supposed to do this on this skirt. I'm supposed to put a band on this skirt, okay, and also to put a zipper on it as well. So that is what I want us to do together. I'm going to be taking you along this journey. I'm going to cut so that I can, does that even make sense? I'm going to cut so that I can put it together again, so I can sew it together again. You will see. You see, we've put a notch here to show you where you're going to cut. I'm going to cut this. Okay, we're going to cut the scissors. But there's one thing that I'm really so bad at since we started this whole journey, is cutting the fabric. Making sure first of all it is straight is where it's at. I'm cutting not so straight. Oh, we are done with cutting, and so this is how our skirt is looking like. To measure 1.5, right, so that you can know. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I think it was an inch. After marking that, I'm going to pin my work together. These are my pins. I'm going to pin this. Let me pin it like this. I think that's work. And then what I'm going to do, ouch, just break myself. And then now we are going to sew this. That is good. Yeah. So we are going to press this. I'm going to press this with an iron, and then I'm going to come back so that you can put the zipper. I just seamed this. I forgot to pull out this. I forgot to pull out this one. So yeah, that happened. That should not happen. So I have to rip this whole thing apart and start again. But I like how nicely we were going until that. So I have to remove these. Again. I just did this again, and I don't even know where the struggle is real. Okay, what happened over there? This looks so bad. I don't know what I'm doing. This looks so bad. Look at that. On the inside, this is how it looks, right? That's how it looks. But on the outside, this is how it looks. It's so bad. Anyway, I'll see you once I'm done. I'll come back having figured out this zipper thing, okay? I want somebody to tell me what this is. Is it good? Absolutely not. Is it going to stay like that? Yes. Why? Because this is art. I want to... but this is terrible. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. What happened? This is so bad. Look at that. This is so bad. I thought I'm going to get it on the first try. This is my third try, and this is how we're looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this open. No, actually, I don't want to go through this. I don't want to go through that. So, you know, we can do this skirt without the zip. Who said a skirt needs to have a zip? A zipper, is it what it's called? I know it as a zip. Some know it as a zipper, but at this point, I know it as a headache. I honestly thought I'm going to do this on the first try, but I've been humbled real quick. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Oh wow. I don't know what is happening here, and I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. Or am I biting more than I could chew? I don't know. We have to again remove these, and I have to really think about where I'm going wrong, because there's definitely a place I'm going wrong. Okay, I'll figure this out and then I'll come back. I don't know if I'm going to figure it out today, but I'll come back when I have figured it out. Y'all better be clapping for me, because 10 or 15 minutes later I kind of figured it out and we have a zip on. So this is how it's looking. Does it look perfect? Hell no. Does it need to be? No, this is art. I mean, this is pure art. So this is where we are at. So when you open it, it's opening. That's what matters, right? I was told to seam, so I will do exactly that, and then I'll come back and we will see how our skirt is going to be looking. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the band today, because already I'm too disappointed for this. I don't know if I have it in me to do that. Okay, we'll see. Are you ready for the final reveal? This is a work of art. This is a work of art, so you better be ready to clap, okay? This is how it is. You better say it is good, because it is. So this is what we ended up with. Up close, it is so messy. I can't even. Don't ask why I used two different threads, because the thread on the bobbin is different from the thread on here on top, and that is why we have this going on, the maroon. But look at that work of art. I'm so tired of removing these threads that are as a result of me doing a lot of try and error. But the good thing is, or the good news is, our skirt is opening and our skirt is closing, and that is the most important thing. Okay, that is the most important thing here. Perfection does not exist. Now let me oh my goodness, what did I just do? So I put the zipper on the side instead of at the back. Oh my goodness, I'm just seeing that right now. Is it? Yes. And that is why I kept asking myself, why is it that it felt so not right? I'm not doing this anymore. Like, this card has to stay with a side zipper. Okay, it has to stay with a side zipper. It was supposed to go here. It was supposed to go here. but I put it on the side, and I cannot do. I can't. I just cannot do this right now. I'm going to put it to rest. I'm going to put this to rest because I'm not doing this anymore. Oh my goodness. What did I just do? But you know what? This is a work of art. I'm going to define what works. And this works. Okay, this is a whole skirt. And because of that, we might not have to put a band on this skirt. It's already... No way. No. Unless someone was to wear it with this at the front, with this seam at the front. Unless someone was to wear it like that. Or whoever is going to buy this skirt, yes, I'm selling it. This work of art. This is art. You've not seen this. Whoever is going to buy this skirt, they can just wear it with a side zipper. Just look at how this looks so bad. It looks so bad. I just can't. The way I thought I'm going to ace this thing, the way I thought I'm going to do it, but I'm going to celebrate the fact that the zip opens and closes. It's something, right? I am going to celebrate that part. As for the other part of the skirt, we are going to put this to rest. But if that person is not like bothered a lot, the person that is going to buy this, they can wear it with this at the front. And at the front, when it's at the front, it actually looks good. The zip looks good, except for the fact that I put it on the wrong side. But you see, if it was at the back, it's looking good. It's something, right? Right? Yeah. Anyway, that's it from this vlog. I've yapped a lot. As we continue to learn, I hope that I'm going to become better and better. And this is so good. This is the 4th day that I'm learning how to sew. So please, this is so good. This is amazing. You did well, Frida. You did well. So I'm taking it. This is good, y'all. This is good. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.